Today we're going to be looking at the VV cutting pattern. So if we're looking at the two words mayor and neon, can you make an educated guess as to where to divide those words when they're containing two vowels that do not work together? So we're actually going to be splitting them in between the two vowels. Now, I know our lines are off here, so we're going to be cutting in between that VV. So in mayor, we're going to be cutting in between the Y and the O. And in neon, we're going to be cutting in between that E and the O. So looking at this first word, we're going to be underlining, swooping, dividing, marking, and then blending the word. So the first, we need to identify those talking vowels. So we have the E, the A, and then our shun is actually our suffix here. So identify those talking vowels. We're going to have four syllables. We swoop between our vowels, pull down those consonants, and split. Okay. So we're splitting between that C and the R. So this E is going to make a short vowel sound. So we have rec and re. So this E is a long sound. And then A, shun. So if we're looking over here again, these are heteronyms. So the museum's recreation of Aztec recreation looks realistic. So our recreation is our noun, recreation was our action verb. All right, so here's your independent practice. Go ahead and write the word down, pause the video. All right, looking at that word, we're going to be looking at elaborate or elaborate. So we have our, again, these are off a little bit, so we're going to be breaking it after between the E and the L here. So this E is going to make a long sound, elab, and then or, our R controlled, and then 8, the E is our silent E, our magic E. Okay, and then looking at our word, let me elaborate on our plans to throw a big elaborate party for Tina. Okay, so elaborate is our action verb. And then with our schwa there, it becomes an adjective. It's describing that party. Next one, go ahead and write this word down. Now you can't really see this, but this actually is a J, so make sure you're writing that as a J and not an I. Pause that video. Okay, you've probably worked this problem now. We're breaking it up. So this is actually going to be between the U and the R. This is an R controlled. So jurisprudence. So make sure you have that. Again, these marks are off. So this one, first syllable is between that R and the I. The next one is between the S and the P. And this one already is there between the U and the D. Okay. All right. Moving on, let's looking at those cutting patterns. So here's what I want you to do is draw this 5 on your paper, and I want you to identify where we divide and what those our 5 cutting patterns are. So again, pause the video, write that 5, and go ahead and put in those cutting patterns, and then we'll look to see if you have them correct. So our first one, we have VV, VCV, VCCV, VCCCV, and VCCCCV. Okay, so there's your cutting patterns. If you need to know one more minute, go ahead and pause that video, put them into where they belong. So our first cutting pattern, we have the VV is up here. Our VCV is here. VCCV. Over here we have the VCCCV. And this last little spot we have our VCCCV. All right. Make sure you turn in your notes at the end of the week.